The Alabama Farmers Federation and the Alabama Farmers Cooperative proudly present Simply Southern with your hosts Jim Allen and Mary Johns.
Hello and thanks for joining us for a special edition of Simply Southern. I'm Mary Johns.
And I'm Jim Allen. As regular viewers of our show will know, a recurring segment is Bama's Best, where we feature places you can go to get, you guessed it, Bama's Best.
In each of these contests, winners were selected by an online vote by you, our viewers.
Over the 5-year history of Simply Southern, you've helped us select Bama's Best breakfast,
everybody that is from this area knows Stagg's Grocery,
fried chicken.
When I tell people I'm from Luverne, Alabama, they first bring up the Chicken Shack because they stop there on the way to the beach.
Biscuit and peanut butter dessert.
If you like chocolate and peanut butter, it just sends your taste buds into orbit.
But we're going to kick off today's show back where it all began with our very first contest, Bama's Best Milkshake.
What sustains us? Food? Family? Faith. Alabama farmers live those things every day. They conserve our resources, clothe our families, and fill our tables. They cultivate jobs for our communities and values for our future. Farmers grow it all right here in Alabama.
There's no such thing as downtime when you own a farm. This is your land. You tend it and try to get the most from it, no matter the weather or time of day. It's been that way for generations. And for generations, your local quality co-op store has been there for you, with a full range of agriculture supplies and services, from feed to fertilizer, seed to grain storage, and the right hardware for any application. You'll always find what you need, plus friendly, knowledgeable advice at your local quality co-op store. There's one near you.
Last year, we started a Facebook contest among our viewers to find Alabama's best milkshake. After tabulating the thousands of votes, y'all didn't disappoint with your chosen winner, Mrs. Story's Dairy Bar in Opelika. The parking lot is small, but customers' appetites are large when they stop at Mrs. Story's Dairy Bar. For 6 decades, it's been the place locals and visitors come for a chili dog and what's now been voted Alabama's best milkshake.
I would say I've been coming here even before I moved here to Opelika, and I've been here now about 25 years.
I've been coming since the inception of May 1952. People didn't eat out that much, but they did come for ice cream.
I've gotten a hot dog and a strawberry shake once a week for 33 years.
I can remember my parents bringing me here when I was barely walking. I've had milkshakes everywhere, and this is the best milkshake in Alabama, no question.
Listen, the way they do their shakes, the way they do everything is just excellent, and I think Mrs. Store is the epitome of a local, home-owned, home-operated business.
May of this year marks 65 years in business for Mrs. Story's Dairy Bar. It opened in 1952 as a dairy delight, but changed to its current name when the franchise contract ran out. The menu has always been rather simple, featuring hot dogs with fixins and the famous milkshakes. Plus, the restaurant has always been owned by members of the same family.
My grandmother, this was her business. Her husband built it for her 65 years ago. She managed the business, and when she retired, my mother purchased it, and my mother owned it, and when she retired 19 years ago, me and my husband purchased it, and so we're third generation.
Rhonda's mother, Cora Reams, was the second generation to own and operate the business.
I'm so very proud to be a part of this family that started this 65 years ago, and it has continued. And when my son-in-law retires, my grandson plans to buy the business, so it will keep going. We have a good rapport with our customers.
And it's the relationships they have with customers that help them win Simply Southern TV's Facebook contest for Alabama's Best Milkshake. As winners, the family business received a cash prize and plaque sponsored by the Southeast United Dairy Industry Association, or SUDA. While everyone in the community seems to have their favorite milkshake, we decided to choose a best of the best milkshake with sponsors from Suda. After trying 5 of their top sellers, the best was...
I think I have to go with the chocolate walnut as well. So that might be our best overall. But there's not a loser in this group. There's a lot of close second places. Absolutely.
For Lee County dairy farmer and Suda representative Daryl Rankins, visiting Mrs. Story's Dairy Bar was like a step back in time.
My grandfather would say, all right, let's load up, we're going to town. And we knew what that meant. We were going to a place just like this where I grew up in Illinois. It's not a corporate chain, there's not a Mrs. Story's Dairy Bar in every town in America. This is sort of a unique little place.
So what's their secret to making a great milkshake at Mrs. Story's?
We use whole milk, we use fruit, and then we use the ice cream. So it's not something the ingredients is put into a machine that comes out frozen. It's actually made on an old-timey milkshake machine, so I think that makes the difference.
With quality products, hard work, and superior customer service, it's likely Alabamians can find the state's best milkshake in Opelika for many years to come.
I just want to thank the community, for supporting us all these years, and God has been good. He's blessed many families by this business. There's just nothing like having a good old Miss Story's milkshake.
Those milkshakes really were fantastic. And we heard from a lot of folks who had great memories of stopping at Mrs. Story's while they had been students at Auburn University. A lot of them said a Mrs. Story's dining experience was not complete until you tried their chili dog.
Mary, a milkshake's a great treat, but what about a meal?
Well, for that, Jim, just head to our next stop as this special edition of Simply Southern takes us to the restaurant with Bama's best fried chicken.
Soybeans is a very versatile product. We make crayons out of it.
A lot of the combines you see rolling through the fields have a lot of plastic side panels that are made from a soy product.
The soybeans that we grow on our farm mostly goes into chicken feed.
Soybean production in Alabama employs over 10,000 people.
We grow some of the best soybeans in the world. We go the extra mile to make sure when our name is stamped on it, we know it's the best product we can produce.
Some of the best things in life start with a bundle. And some of them can actually save you money. Like when you bundle your auto and life insurance with Alpha. Protect what's important to you at a price you can afford.
All for a better life.
Alpha Insurance.
All for a better life.
Ask your local agent about Alpha's auto life discount.
A farmer has to live on faith. We do all we can do, but we can only control so much.
Alabama is the second largest poultry growing state in the nation, so we're trying our best to grow all the corn we can for that.
What we produce not only feeds and clothes all of the United States, but about half of what we make goes on to the world market.
We've been able to improve yields, have some things that can help us produce a better crop. I'm proud of the product we make and proud that I can say I'm an Alabama farmer.